Is it up? Are we up? It's blinking. It's blinking. I don't know if we're live. There we are. We are live. I do that every time, and I should just go ahead and anticipate that it's going to be a little bit of a countdown after the countdown. Hey, y'all. Hello, hello. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And of course, you know, I'm a little bit behind on Instagram. I'm still getting everything caught up. I got to give myself a little bit more time. I got to start giving myself a little bit more time before the live actually starts. So let me get set up on Instagram real quick, y'all, and then we're going right in there. We're going right in there. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. I hope you. Thank you. Thank you, friend. You know, gosh, I'm tricked constantly by this camera. Thank you, friend. Are you driving? Don't drive. And anyway, let me get everything set up. Boom. Instagram, Facebook. Soon enough, I'll have something else over here to do, maybe like Periscope or something. I don't know. And I should be live on Facebook. Did it start? I can't tell if it started. Sorry for the delay, y'all. Can't tell if it started, so we're going to try that again. Live. I'm still learning. And I appreciate y'all's patience with me. I appreciate y'all's patience with me. I hope y'all are doing well today. We still got a couple of minutes to get everybody in here before we start reading, so that gives me time to set up on Instagram. All right. Reading with me, as Taylor said. It's a me. Add title. Get that set up real nicely. Boom. Get that looking right. I don't like my lights right now. And let's go. Checking connection. And now I'm live on Instagram. And I'm live on Facebook. I hope you guys have your notebooks nearby. Hope you have your notebooks nearby. I have mine right here. I hope you all are having a beautiful day. Thank you to everybody that's joining us. If you are joining us for the very first time, for Reading with Miss Taylor Said, I am Taylor. I am Miss Taylor Said. I go by Miss Taylor Said. And I have a few goals that I want to accomplish. So I want to get better at reading aloud, because some of my goals for the future include reading off of a teleprompter. And so one of my goals is to get better at reading aloud, you know, on call. Another goal of mine is to read more books. And a lot of times what happens is that I get books, I start them, and then I don't finish them. So I want to get better about actually finishing my books, and I enjoy doing things in a group. I know that hating group projects is, you know, kind of like a popular pet peeve or whatever, but I don't mind doing with a group of people in an ensemble, you know, and then I want to engage more on social media. I want to engage more with an audience and have an audience of people, and, you know, let y'all see who I am and why I call myself Miss Taylor Said. And, you know, I want to be talkative Taylor, which all my teachers, there's just like, she's such a great student. She's just a little talkative and tends to distract her classmates when she's finished with her work. Well, you know what? Since I talk so much, might as well, right? So what I do is I read books. Right now we're reading Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. I read books and I give a little commentary. We have some fun in the comment section, and, you know, we have ourselves a good time. I'm messing up my video on my computer. Here we go. Because yesterday I missed all the comments. Like, that blew me. Like, I missed all the comments yesterday. Y'all were having a full conversation, engaging with each other, making new friends, having a whole reunion down in the comments. And I'm just like, oh, yeah. I guess there's no comments because I didn't scroll. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm not going to miss the comments today. And I probably should have water. And y'all know I love to get up and get water in the middle of it because I always forget to get myself some water. But today I'm drinking a little vino, you know. What kind of, oh, it's my 2 for $8 Matthew Fox over at the because it's 2 for $8 and it's consistent. It's pretty good. Let me see what it's called. Oh, it's a Merlot. It's a Merlot. That's why I enjoy it. So let's get to reading. We've spent enough time doing introductions and things. Everything good? All right. We've spent enough time doing introductions and things. Let's get to reading. We are picking up in chapter 1. We are picking up in chapter 1 where we left off. Yesterday, we finished up talking about the 12 life-changing areas in your life where you can achieve astounding success. And then we got into a little bit of, let me look at the next section, what it was called, about changing your mindset to the abundance mindset instead from the scarcity mindset into the abundance mindset. So we were talking about that yesterday. And the next section that we're going to get into is visualize your abundant life as already achieved. Excuse me. Which I may have read this yesterday, but I'm going to read it again. I don't think I did read this yesterday. And the idea, and I'm looking at the paragraph before, the idea that we left off on yesterday was that, getting comfortable with the idea of making a fool of yourself or, committing to doing the things that doing small things, doing stuff like this. Honestly, this is something that's, kind of out of the ordinary, but it's a step to lead to where I want to go. It's this right here gives me time to practice some things to take me to where I want to go. And so getting comfortable doing things and being okay with making doing something that's a little embarrassing so that you can get closer to your own dreams and your own goals. So the next section is called Visualize Your Abundant Life as Already Achieved. When I hold weekend retreats for high achievers, I facilitate an intensive visualization process that helps participants bring about their future goals. As previously explained, visualization utilizes the demonstrable power of sight, sound, feeling, and emotion to stimulate the subconscious mind to find opportunities, connections, and other resources needed to achieve big goals. Visualization also causes your body to have a visceral reaction to your goals by stimulating the brain's reticular activating system to notice opportunities, people, and lucky breaks that it previously would have ignored. According to Mary Lee P. Springer, international education neuroscience consultant and author of The Leadership Brain for Dummies, the reticular activating system, RAS, is the portal through which nearly all information enters the brain. The RAS filters the incoming information and affects what you pay attention to. Give your brain a directive to achieve a specific goal, and it will let in details from the millions of bits of information it receives daily. This practice might cause you to remember a conversation you had 8 months ago, including information you can just now use to your advantage. It could prompt you to call an old friend who might know of a specific resource you need. It might even suggest a strategic alliance with a company whose goals align with yours. The more you visualize what you want, the more your mind can see it and your brain can go to work bringing it about. I did not read that the way that I wanted to, so I'm going to go back. The more you visualize what you want, the more your mind can see it and your brain can go to work to bringing it about. Set aside time every day to close your eyes and focus on your goals, creating vivid pictures in your mind's eye that incorporate color, sound, emotions, even scent. Visualize your goals as already complete by a specific day, even by a specific time of day. The more clear and compelling detail you can include, the more accelerated energy will be released. But don't forget to follow part 2 of the visualization formula. Once you visualize your goals as completed, take action on the instincts, prompts, insights, hunches, and other mental messages you receive. Below, you'll find a short script for a visualization process designed to focus you on abundance. To use it effectively, record it in your own voice or have a friend record it. Great thing you guys have me doing this right now, because I'm going to say it and then you can go play the video back to freaking listen to it. I'm so happy that we're doing this, you guys. Thanks for joining in on this. If you're just now coming in, we are reading Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. We're reading Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols if you're just now joining us. And we're talking about the visualization process for your abundant life and visualizing your abundant life as already achieved. So this is the section that we said to use it effectively, record it in your own voice or have a friend record it. Then replay the recording to guide you through the visualization process. Be sure to conduct your visualization sessions in a quiet and uninterrupted place. It's not a process to do during gym time or while driving, for instance. Give yourself daily visualizations. I'm going to make sure I read this right for y'all. Give your daily visualizations the time and space you deserve. Relaxing into the visualization process. Let's use the power of your mind to create your ideal life. Your future experiences will start in your mind first. So let's take a journey into your most creative, free, and powerful place ever. Your imagination. Imagination. We become what we most think about. Your new possibilities and success can be created by you and only you. You will become what you think about every day. Let's cut away all limiting thoughts and rise above your fears to the place of freedom and creation. Stand in your power. Success is your birthright. Move in this moment from optional to non-negotiable. Every great leader, prophet, visionary, role model, and legend visualized their future before they took action. Know that you have as much right to joy, love, happiness, and abundance as any other living creature on this planet. And it's yours for the asking and creating. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Now, choose a quiet place. I'm going to give y'all some time, and I'm going to space this out a little bit for the playback. Okay? So if it sounds a little weird for a live video, that's why, so that you guys have an opportunity to play this back. I'm going to go ahead and do a countdown. Keep doing this. I'm going to do a countdown into this. We're going to go to this quiet place. This is going to be the section where you can play this back and use it for your own visualization. Okay, you guys? Yeah, this is going to be it. So we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Choose a quiet place. Turn off your phone. Clear your mind. Everything you need to do will be there waiting for you on the other side of this journey. Let it all go for now. Relax and release any physical tension. Become more committed to your inner images than to your physical presence. Now, take a deep, cleansing breath, filling your abdominal area full of breath. As you exhale, gently feel your body sinking into a relaxed state. To help you go into a deep level of mind, I will gently guide you through a relaxation of your physical body. Feel your scalp relax. Feel this gentle feeling of relaxation flow down your forehead. Now to your eyes. Feel your eyelids relax. Feel that sensation of relaxation on your eyelids. Feel that slowly flowing out throughout your body. Move the soothing feeling to your face and your throat, your neck, your shoulders. Feel them sink into deep relaxation. Now your upper arms, your hands, your chest, your abdomen, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet, and feel that feeling of relaxation flow all the way down to your toes. All right, that was one. That was one of the visualization scripts. Give me just a second, you guys, because give me just a second. I need to check something real quick, because very important thing that I mentioned yesterday, I think I just got the email for it, so I want to check that before we continue. Sorry, this is really not professional, but this is a very, 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 very important email. So sorry, guys. If my stuff could just refresh. Amen. Thank you. Hey, listen. Better late than never. Better late than never. Oh, please just refresh the page. Thank you. If we just have a later time, that'll be perfectly all right with me. So sorry, you guys. I appreciate y'all being here and being here. All right, cool. Okay, cool. So we're good. We're going to continue. Thankfully, this live is going to be a little more for the playback, just because there's a lot of visualization stuff in here. So sorry to take you guys out of this, and I'm thinking what I'll do is record this separately so that we can have that available for everybody, and I'll have a link or something. I'll figure something out. All right. This is the visualization script for abundance. Picture yourself in any lovely natural environment, perhaps by a green open meadow with a lovely brook on white sand by the ocean. Take some time to imagine all the beautiful details and see yourself fully enjoying and appreciating your surroundings. Now begin to walk, and soon find yourself in a different surrounding, perhaps exploring a waving field of golden grain or swimming in a lake. Continue to wander and explore, finding more and more exquisitely beautiful environments of great variety, mountains, forests, deserts, whatever suits your fantasy. Take a little time to appreciate each one. Now imagine returning home to a simple but comfortable environment, whatever would most suit you. Imagine having loving family, friends, and community around you. Visualize yourself doing work that you love and expressing yourself creatively in ways that feel just right for you. You are being amply rewarded for your efforts and internal satisfaction, appreciation from others, and financial return. Imagine yourself feeling fulfilled and thoroughly enjoying your life. Step back and see if you can imagine a world full of people living simply yet abundantly in harmony with one another and the earth. Say these affirmations in your mind. I find prosperity in simplicity. This is an abundant universe, and there is plenty for all of us. Abundance is my true state of being. I am now ready to accept it fully and joyously. God is the unfailing, unlimited source to all my supply. I deserve to be prosperous and happy. I am now prosperous and happy. The more I prosper, the more I have to share with everyone else. I am ready to accept all the joy and prosperity life has to offer me. The world is now becoming an abundant place for everyone. Financial success is coming to me easily and effortlessly. I am now enjoying financial prosperity. Life is meant to be fun, and I'm willing to enjoy it. I am rich in consciousness and manifestation. I now have plenty of money for my own personal needs and the needs of my family. My good efforts to serve others will be rewarded. I feel deeply satisfied with my financial situation. I feel rich, well, and happy. I am open to receiving the blessings of this abundant universe. Everything good is coming to me easily and effortlessly. All right, closing down the visualization process. I'm going to take a sip. Slowly begin to feel your back against the chair. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath again. Begin to come back into the room. When you are ready, very gradually bring yourself back into the now moment. Now completely rejoin your physical body. Hear the sounds around you in your now environment. When you feel ready, you may open your eyes. Welcome back. Go throughout your day thinking about and reciting positive affirmations that support and add great energy to your creative visualization. Remember this in everything that you do. As was said in the Sermon on the Mount, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds. And to the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Remember, in bold, radical action toward your goals. Remember to be in bold, radical action toward your goals. Ideas and visualizations are worthless without action. Finally, accept that it is so. This is your future being shown to you like a motion picture with you as the star. All you need now is action, unwavering faith, and a purpose bigger than yourself. I'm your sister in this journey, and I believe in you. I know Lisa wrote this, but I'm for real. I'm your sister in this journey, and I believe in you. I believe in every single person that comes through here and listens, even if you only listen for 2 seconds, even if you only get one word, you got a sentence and you walked out and got, that's it. That's all you needed. I believe in you. Let me look at you right in your eyes. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I believe in you. You are capable of whatever it is that you want to achieve. You are capable of all the things you ever dreamed of. You're capable. You're capable. You are far more qualified than you believe. You are far more qualified, because even if you're not qualified to do the thing, whatever the thing is, you're qualified because it belongs to you. So, with all of that she said, I too am your sister in this journey, and I believe in you. Okay? All right. I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to sip my wine. All right. When you visualize, try to incorporate as many stimulating elements and emotions as possible, including color, time of day, time of year, aromas, sounds, emotions felt within your body, and sensory feelings such as touch. When I experienced my very first visualization session, I envisioned my life 5 years out, traveling, teaching others, wearing business suits, being in front of an audience and hearing the appreciation of those I had taught. I found myself crying tears of joy when I was actually able to see myself living the life of service and success that I had dreamt about for so many years. My chest was full and my heart pounded rapidly with real excitement. That was my body responding as if success had already occurred, a visceral reaction to visualization. Know the what, then figure out the how. And for anybody that just joined us, I can see the numbers going back and forth on and up and down or whatever. For anybody that just joined us, we are reading Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. We're reading Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. So if anybody is just joining us, we are reading Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. And just got done with the visualization part. So, the playback is going to be up on whatever platform you're watching on. The playback is going to be up so you can go back and watch it after the fact. The next section is know the what, then figure out the how. When you do visualize, don't worry about how your goal will be accomplished. Don't worry about how your goal will be accomplished. Set the intention of what you want. Then let the universe provide the mechanism by which you'll achieve your goal. Too many people get daunted by how they're going to make things happen. This is for me. She reading me. It's me that she's talking to. This isn't even about y'all no more. It's me. She's talking to me. All right. Sorry, I get selfish whenever I get into these little parts. My bad. But sis is talking to who? I. Okay. Too many people get daunted by how they're going to make things happen. Don't merge the what and the how together. Let me see. Are y'all saying stuff down here that I'm not noticing? Yes, y'all are. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Don't merge the what and the how together. When you do that, you overwhelm yourself with the how and don't allow the what to gain impact or traction. Maintain 100% intention that your goal will be fulfilled, but at the same time, have 0% concern about the mechanism that will be used to achieve it. Tej Mercer is spelled Teej Mercer. That's interesting. A participant in my year-long global leadership program, spent her entire career as a successful film editor, primarily for TV shows in Hollywood's vast and unending production machine. She was good at her job, but her heart had always wanted to start a foundation to make people's dreams come true. Inspired by the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which fulfills unique requests for children with life-threatening illnesses, Tej pondered, what about adults who have dreams, but who've simply forgotten them in the face of life's other priorities? What if I could greenlight their dreams, assembling the necessary people, resources, and funding in the same way the television shows and movies get approved for production? This is actually pretty cool. Hi. This is actually pretty cool. With that single idea, Project Dreamlight was born. But while Tej had 100% intention that her goal would be fulfilled, she had no idea how to make it work or even who she would approach for help with making the dream projects come to fruition. By her own admission, she was clueless. Yet for nearly 3 years, Tej kept broadcasting her intention to launch Project Dreamlight. She talked about it incessantly. Soon people gravitated to her idea, enabling her to assemble a working board of directors with the financial means and knowledge to fulfill applicants' dreams. And here's the best part. Tej doesn't require that applicants provide financial information or be disadvantaged in any way. She knows that everyone, even people with financial resources, have dreams. But too often they don't have the knowledge or connections to get their ideas off the ground. That's where Project Dreamlight comes in. Plus, Tej has no boundaries on the types of dreams that can be granted. To date, Project Dreamlight has facilitated everything from helping a screenwriter get software for properly formatting scripts, to developing a curriculum for homeless shelters to get people off the street, to dental work that's giving back the smile to a woman who was in a bicycle accident as a child, even mentoring inventors on patenting their inventions and bringing them to market. On December 27th, 2015, after greenlighting and funding her first 25 projects, Teej retired from her career as a television editor to work full-time on Project Dreamlight along with the other dedicated people her 100% intention had brought about. Just as Teej discovered, it's okay to be clueless. Know what you want to do, but don't overwhelm yourself with getting started with before getting started with the uncertainties, financial needs, or other details of your goal. Just start down the path and watch the necessary resources, knowledge, people, and opportunities unfold before you. Make a bold declaration of what you want to achieve. Make the declaration as if you have everything you need to move forward. And then, once you state what you want to achieve and light your soul on fire about it, the universe will conspire to line things up on your behalf. Of course, you still have to make an action plan. You still have to do the work. But first, you have to get to this how by signing off on the what. That's a word right there. Man, listen. I don't know how I'm gonna make this work. I don't know how, Sway. I don't know how I'm gonna, do this. Miss Taylor said as a said. That's saying in front of cameras and things, But that ain't my problem. The how is above me. It's above me now. The how on how to make my dreams happen is above me. But I know what I want. And if I can do stuff like read on live to start getting to where I want, I'm going to do that. Hey, Bree. Listen, I needed this. Man, when I'm reading this book, reading Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols, if you're just joining, we're reading Abundance Now by Lisa Nichols. She getting me together, all the way together. Become non-negotiable about your goals. That's the next section. Become non-negotiable about your goals. How many people do you know who want an exciting future but aren't willing to put the time and effort into achieving it? Me. It might as well just go ahead and be that gift from that scene from Mean Girls. Who here has felt victimized by wanting an exciting future but not willing to put in the time and effort into achieving it? Me. It's me. I've been personally victimized by that. Not really. It was my own choice. Anyway, the reality is that merely wanting to achieve a goal isn't enough. You have to proceed as if the achievement of that goal is non-negotiable. In other words, failure is not an option. It doesn't matter how the goal will be achieved, but you must maintain the conviction that achieving it is necessary and not open to compromise. Non-negotiable. We're not talking about it. It's going to happen. We just got to and we're going to figure out the how to get it to happen. But it has to happen. And that it happening is non-negotiable. Okay, let's get into this word. Amen. You must maintain the conviction that achieving it is necessary and not open to compromise. There's a reason for this conviction. Not only do things happen when you move every other option off the table. This word's getting good. But the intention, passion, and determination you broadcast to the universe will help to bring forth the resources and opportunities you need to fulfill your goal. Suddenly, people, money, and other resources you need will appear. Roadblocks will magically disappear. Other projects that consume your time and focus will fade away in the face of achieving your all-important goal. Being non-negotiable also means that really wanting your goal is not enough either. When you are not 100% committed, you still have an out. That is the chance of stopping or becoming unfocused because you haven't taken other options off the table. Microwaving goals. Please tell me more about microwaving goals. I get how it goes with this, but I definitely love to hear more about microwaving goals and your definition of that, Stephen. There's a quote listed up here that says, "Don't wait for the fear to stop before you leap. Be willing to leap afraid." Lisa Nichols. Don't wait for the fear to stop before you leap. Be willing to leap afraid. Ooh, that's good. I like that. Non-negotiable means you must also be willing to say the things you don't want to say and do the things you don't want to do or believe you could never do. You must also be willing to evict the toxic behaviors and toxic people from your life on behalf of your future. Of course, while reaching your goals should be non-negotiable, how you get there should always remain flexible. Make sure your plans can be adjusted as needed, whether it's changing strategy, partners, or other paths to your goal. The next section is called Love Your Vision, but don't expect others to applaud it. I already know this is about to get me together because I'm an old show and tell. I'm an old show and tell type of person. I'm an old, look what I did. Look, I did this. Didn't y'all see it? See, look what I did. And every time I make a little bit of progress. And I'm like, look, y'all, come look at this. But we're working on that need for validation. Something else you can expect when you become non-negotiable about your goals is for those around you to not share in your vision. Not only are we often surrounded by others who have a scarcity mindset, they may not see or agree with the importance or inevitability of your goals. The next section is a quote. I realize that I have to stop sharing my $1 million dreams with $100 people. Woo! I realize I have to stop sharing my $1 million dreams with $100 people. Steve Harvey said that. Emmy Award-winning talk show host and author of Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success. Okay. This truth was brought home to me the first time I embarked on a major international speaking tour. I traveled to South Africa at the invitation of a personal empowerment group dedicated to building a stronger, more effective South Africa. And while I thought I was being hired for a standard multi-city motivational tour, I discovered when I got there that my hosts were primarily counting on me to bridge the great divide that existed between the different racial groups who had suffered devastation, pain, and divisiveness under South Africa's apartheid government. Sorry, I pronounced that really weird. My bad. Apartheid government. They wanted and needed a message of healing, and I was supposed to deliver it for them. Faced with the challenging duty to reframe their suffering, make sense of their pain, and help them navigate to a new place in the social landscape, I had to throw out everything I had prepared. I completely rewrote my message, prayed 15 hours continuously for God's help, and let go of any intended experience that I had brought with me. I tapped into an as yet undiscovered place in my soul and lived there for days as I spoke boldly and compassionately, facilitating healing for the thousands of audience members that filled the rooms as I moved from town to town. When I boarded the plane, utterly exhausted for the return flight to Los Angeles, it was one day before July 4th weekend, a marathon of cooking, feasting, and camaraderie as 35 of my family members would assemble at my cousin's house for our yearly celebration. With my soul-stirring work in South Africa still top of mind, I made my way to the party. Just steps inside the front door, my cousin yelled out, "We know you just came from doing something really important in Africa because we saw it all over Facebook. But you're home now, and all we want to know is, did you bring the peach cobbler?" Ooh. Ooh. It was then that a truth hit me. My family was my family. What felt like a lack of interest in my work for many years has now proven to be my safe place to just be, with no need to produce anything but peach cobbler with extra crust. That is an interesting perspective. Sorry. This was truly my safe space. When I freed them to just be my family, I actually freed myself as well. They're not a part of what I do for a living. They're not inspired in the same way I am from my work. As you move forward in your ideal life, don't blame others for not seeing your vision. God gave your vision to you. Don't try to convert your family to be your fans or supporters. Allow people to show up as they will. It's your job to give your vision life. Don't rely on anyone else to provide this momentum for you. What'd I tell y'all? I told y'all this was going to be a read. That's a perspective I hadn't thought about when it comes to getting your family to support your dreams. That is a perspective I hadn't thought about. Giving your family space to just be your family. Giving your friends space to just be your friends. Now, I feel like there probably is a line where it's just like, I'm not going to let you disrespect what I'm doing. Because sometimes families and haters that call themselves friends do stuff like that, where they see what you're doing and they're like, your little show, I like your little show, it's cute. Or I know you're doing your little show over it when they hit you with your little thing. That's there's a difference. If you have that healthy bond with your family and they just want you to be you, or maybe they are not particularly supportive of what you're doing, but if they at least give you the space to be you and you feel safe with them, that's a nice perspective. I like that. Okay, I can get into it. I can get into it a little bit. I think something bit me on my back because something on my back is itching, but I don't like that. All right. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Forward disruption. Expect a scarcity mindset from others. So that's what this next section is about. The people who are closest to you will often experience mild to moderate disruption when you begin pursuing your goals in earnest. Why? It's because you're disrupting what's familiar to them. They're becoming uncomfortable with change. Everything wants to disrupt me today. They're becoming uncomfortable with change. Unfortunately, those circumstances with which you have become uncomfortable, the modest income you earn, the unexceptional career you may have, or the ordinary lifestyle you lead, are familiar to the people closest to you. As you move forward on creating an exceptional life experience, realize that you'll be creating something new and unknown for others. But beware not to fall victim to this consequence yourself. During a recent appearance on the Steve Harvey Show, Steve asked me, what's something that makes transformation so difficult for some people? I responded as I explained above, that people often become more committed to a familiar discomfort than they are to an unfamiliar new possibility. If this describes you, realize that once you break this cycle for yourself, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone or anyone at all around you, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone or anyone around you will also break it. As you redefine prosperity for yourself and begin to move forward on the road to a more abundant life, you might find family members, friends, and coworkers subconsciously sabotaging your efforts. It's not that they will consciously say, whoa, hold on there, you're becoming too prosperous. But you'll likely find that your new standards are simply outside of their comfort zone. Affectionately said, these time bandits, naysayers, and success saboteurs want you to stay where you are, mainly because they may be unconsciously afraid of the change, or they don't want to risk what's required to grow along with you. Yes. Stop doing what you're doing. Sorry, I got a little distracted there, y'all. Stop doing what you're doing, they seem to say, and stay where I am. Sometimes their conscious and unconscious sabotage is subtle. At other times, they'll use guilt, criticism, or manipulation. Even worse, They'll claim to know what's good for you, better than you know yourself. You might hear, "Trust me, I know, that idea will never work." I can't trust people, and neither should you if you know what's good for you. You work too hard. Let's go to the mall, movies, out for lunch this afternoon. You deserve a break. I'm here if and when it doesn't work out for you, because you know I got your back. Ooh, ooh, mm. I wouldn't pay down my mortgage early. You lose your tax write-off. Why try again? You know you always gain the weight back. Ooh, this is rude. Who are these people? It sounds too good to be true, so assume that it's too good to be true. One thing you won't hear is, "Gosh, I'm so excited that my life is committed to scarcity." One thing you won't hear is, "Gosh, I'm so excited that my life is committed to scarcity." But that's their ultimate message, isn't it? One of my favorite quotes from Dr. Wayne Dyer, who says, "It's never crowded along the extra mile." The fear-based, who says it's never crowded along the extra mile. The fear-based or limited thinkers in your life don't want to go that extra mile, even if you are doing just that every day. They don't want to step up, get better, do more, be uncomfortable, or get out of their comfort zone. And they don't want you to either. Not because they don't want you to win, but because they don't want to be left behind. Those people are not your friends. Those people are not your friends. You are right. Woo! Unfortunately, in the past, as long as you were equals, you became a mirror for them. Your life looked like theirs. But now that you've started to grow, the image they see in the mirror no longer looks the same. Your forward momentum makes them take stock of their own current stagnation. Ooh. How much time we got? Jeez, that went by fast. It's already 6:48, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's already 6:48. Oh my gosh. Okay. How much? But look what's coming up. Chapter 2. Y'all, we finally made it. We finally made it to chapter 2. Okay, I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna finish up this chapter. Oh my god, y'all. We're almost done. We're almost done with the first chapter, finally. It took us how many days? 3, 4 days? This is my 5th day of reading. And it took us 5 days to get through the preface, intro, forward, whatever, and then this. Okay, and if I keep talking about it, we won't get through it. I keep doing that. Create a new path, and people may react with even greater resistance. Becoming a pathfinder and blazing new trails can create even more turbulence. Over the years, a number of my students have approached me and admitted they did not at first like me because they wanted to be an international transformational coach and best-selling author. They erroneously believed that I had taken up all available space for an African-American woman to blaze that trail. Of course, this thinking assumed that there is space for only one such trailblazer, a notion that comes from a scarcity mindset. Okay? I mean, really, it has been one hell of a chapter. Amen. Okay, sorry. I get distracted, y'all. I be getting distracted. I see them comments, and I be wanting to be in the conversation over here when I need to be here. You know? But that's what we do. That's what we do here on Reading with Miss Taylor Said. We have fun. We have conversation. One of these days, somebody's actually going to stay and hang out on the IG Live. But Facebook, y'all loyal. Y'all loyal to me. And I appreciate that. IG over here, the image may be clearer because it's on the iPhone and not the HP computer. However, y'all loyal. I appreciate y'all. And there goes my heat being rude. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but there goes my heat being rude. Okay. I'm not going to get through this chapter, y'all. Hold on. My friend made a post about how most of the time people don't do things to you, they just do it or live their trauma out because they view you as a temporary side character in the show. Kind of what you were saying about friends. A lot of friends aren't even aware, but that's not an excuse. I mean, yeah. Yo, makes me think about Chris Rock's Tambourine, and how he was talking about marriage, but I mean, it applies to relationships in general, where it's like, um, you, if your relationships are, if you're in a band and the band members are people in your life, sometimes you're the lead singer, but sometimes you gotta play tambourine. And you gotta play that tambourine, with all the vigor and all the might and all the oomph, the same level of oomph as play the lead singer. But sometimes people are in such competition with others, because I mean, and especially for us as Black people, speaking to those within the community here, especially Black Americans, our default setting was scarcity, you know what I'm saying, because of slavery and all the things. And don't let me get on my history thing, but the the mindset that there's only room for one, which she was just talking about that here, that like everybody thinks that there's only room for one person, that there's only room for one. It creates a lot of I mean, because it's presented that way. It's presented as if there's only room for one, especially when it comes to positions of power, specifically for Black women. It's like there really is just this, there's only room for one person. And that puts you in competition with other people, and you view everyone as a threat because you believe there's only space for one, and you want to have that space, and they want to have that space, and literally everyone else that is just as qualified as you, more qualified than you, less qualified than you, whatever, all those people want that same space. But that's why we got to make our own spaces. That's why we got to do stuff like this. We got to do what Kev on Stage is doing. Oh my gosh, y'all, Kev on Stage, I don't know if he's ever going to see this. I don't know if he's ever going to see me, my face, hear my voice, hear my words. I want to work for that man one day. I'm going to go ahead and do what she said. I'm speaking this out loud to y'all, so you know. I want to work for and with Kev on Stage one day. I'm so incredibly proud of that man for not only being like low-key being the Kirk Franklin of Black comedy, where he's like the cool, like he's the Christian guy and does clean comedy, but he's still fun and he's cool and he hang around, and yeah, he listening to us cuss and talk about foolishness or whatever, but that doesn't stop him from being on his path and doing what's meant for him. And he's not going to separate himself from others, okay, to try to accommodate for his audience that wants him to just be clean. Like he oh gosh, he's creating his own spaces. He's creating space. Yes, I know we're going to get into chapter 2. We're almost at chapter 2. I'm sorry, these comments must be coming in way after I say stuff, because I'm like, chapter 2. No, yeah, we're almost there. But I'm going on about Kev on Stage. Sorry. Kev on Stage, he has the app coming out. He has an app coming out for his content that's going to be in competition with like Netflix and Hulu and stuff. And it's just like stuff like that. I'm just like, yo, it may not be the big money productions, but it's the same concept. And as much as as much as we be giving Tyler Perry did something that needs to be more of, is creating your own space. If they are only going to leave one seat at the table for us to eat, F it. Let's build our own tables. Let's go chop down our own wood, carve it down, sand it, assemble a table, get real Ron Swanson on it, make our own table, and so we can eat our own food that we grew in our own garden, okay? Eat our own food that we grew in our own garden. Eat the animals we raise. Let's do it ourselves. And Kev on Stage is a freaking perfect example of that. I know I don't work for him yet, but y'all go buy your tickets for Keep Your Distance. Dang it. He literally, yes. He literally learns in real time and becomes a better person and Christian and takes critique. All of that. Yes. And like his openness, I love him. I feel like he's such a great example of how a Christian should be, because it's not perfection. It's not walking around saying, I don't sin. No, he's imperfect. And he creates space for others. And he, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm not gonna say Tyler don't need our money no more. He's still a brother or whatever. And I hope that more Black productions are able to come through because of his studios. So if we gotta pay him and we gotta pay Tyler to make our movies because he has because he has the studio, then so be it. Let me finish this chapter before I keep going, because I can talk about Kev on Stage all day. That is my guy. Anybody that knows me knows I literally talk about Kev on Stage and watch something that Kev on Stage has made every single day. I got his masterclass and all that. I'm a stan. I truly am. So if he ever sees this, just know, one day, sir, one day, I want to work for you. I want to work with you, for you. I want to be a person of talent and production and directing and all that stuff one day in your studios as your employee. Put me on the payroll. I want a job. I need a job. I'm unemployed. Call me Tommy. R.I.P. Okay? Anyway, let me get back in here and we're going to finish up this chapter. I'm just going to go ahead and read through it. And this is probably IG is probably going to close out, and then we'll go a little bit over on here. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm sorry. Thank you for sitting through that stand moment. Anyway, create a new path and people may react with even greater resistance. Yes, we got that. So the quote says, long before Nelson Mandela, Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, and Dr. Martin Luther King were recognized as brilliant people. People called them crazy. If people think your ideas are strange, congratulations. You're in great company. And that's by Lisa Nichols. In reality, I just smoothed the path. I made it possible for other African American women to become recognized and accepted in the role of transformational teacher and global change agent. Even back in college, as tumultuous and dispiriting as that time was, one of my college counselors had a tremendous impact on my thinking. In fact, he told me I would be a pace setter. If I got bruises on my forehead, he said, it's because I'd be creating paths where they didn't exist before. Not only that, but I was a woman of color attending a small college in rural, that word be getting me, Oregon, where back in those days, there was still lingering race, back in today too, as we saw for 2020, there's still a lot of racism in Oregon. We ain't gonna go there though, but there was still lingering racism among a lot of the student population. I refused to match their verbal insults because I knew, even at 19 years old, that there was a calling on my life to bridge the gap between cultures. Day by day, this knowing became even clearer to me. During my prayer time, I remember my grandmother's instructions. Baby, start every day that you're away from us by asking God how he wants to use you. In my quiet time and through my query, I would hear in my heart that I am on this planet to inspire, heal, and serve others, to use my life, my energy, and my intention to create change and become an instrument for building bridges where only walls currently exist around cultural, geographical, economic, and religious boundaries. While there were so many things I was unclear about back then, the how, the when, the where, the who, I was very clear, even at 19 years old, about what I was supposed to do with my life. Just like that college counselor did for me, perhaps in your life someone believed in you too. Whether it was someone close to you like a parent, grandparent, aunt, or friend, or just someone passing through your life like a short-term friendship, counselor, or even a brief acquaintance. If that's the case, isn't it your responsibility to achieve great things, regardless of the disruption or discomfort you cause in others? And if these backers also put in hours of time to mentor you or put their faith in you, even when you didn't believe in yourself, wouldn't you be letting them down by not doing everything possible to achieve your dreams? It's up to you to maintain the will and internal fortitude to succeed, regardless of toxic, scarcity-minded adversaries you may encounter. Abundance is within your grasp. Let's get started on your path to embracing it. And this is the last thing before chapter 2, y'all. We about to be in chapter 2. The 4 E's, your path to an abundant future. Over the next 4 chapters, I'll introduce you to the formula for moving forward, leaving scarcity behind and creating an exciting new life, an abundant life. You'll experience enrichment as you develop your whole self into a focused and abundant thinker. I'll help you find enchantment. Okay, enchantment. Connecting with others and developing relationships that will support you in success. You'll discover the thrill of engagement that comes from pursuing work, either employment or your own business, that leads to exciting experiences, as my career has done, or ably bank rolls, whatever you want to do. Finally, we'll talk about a new approach to money, seeing money as an endowment that grows and continues to fund the kind of breathtaking lifestyle few can imagine. I'll teach you how to earn it, preserve it, nurture it, and use it. A tutorial you'll find encouraging regardless of the size of your bank account now. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Wow. Yes, 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 yes. I be thinking about my therapist too, Stephen. And I just want to make her proud. I definitely want to make her proud. I need to go see her again. I need to go see her again, but we'll get that worked out. Access isn't always the easiest thing or whatever, but y'all, I'm very excited about this next section because now we addressed the problems. This whole chapter 1 was a whole read about how we need to address the problems, put the mirror up to our face. And now she's about to give us that action. We're about to get that action on how to get to the things that we want to get to. I'm so excited. Let me see if there's any other comments. I appreciate y'all hanging out. We're a little bit past 7. And I appreciate y'all hanging out. So a couple of things to go over today. And what I'll do, let me write this down. Record the visualization part. I'll record the visualization section. Of course you can use this, but I know that I had that moment where I had to check my email and it broke it up a little bit. And so that might not be easy on the ears. And it'll give me time to actually recording it separately. It'll give me time to actually pause in between the words. I will have that posted tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? My favorite day of the week. It ain't your business why it's my favorite day of the week. Just know that it is. I'll post that tomorrow by 2. I'll post that tomorrow by 2 p.m. And we'll just watch out on my page for that. I'm gonna try to do it someplace like SoundCloud or something because it's her words. It's her words, and I'm just going to be reading them aloud so that you can have something that you can click on and go to. And if I find it, y'all talk about how y'all like my voice, and I appreciate that. But if I find that she read it somewhere outside of Audible, then we'll do that, okay? Thank you guys. Anybody that's come in, all the people on IG, all y'all left, but I appreciate y'all popping in for the 2-3 seconds that y'all popped in or whatever. But I appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate y'all listening today and engaging today. I hope that you have a beautiful Tuesday night. Cook yourself something good. Drink you some water. Make sure you drink some water. And y'all in North Carolina, we on punishment again. So we probably gonna have us a good old time because I give it a couple weeks before we back to phase 1. Honestly, I give it a couple weeks before we back to phase 1, and we'll have our wine ready and we'll be reading our book and we'll enjoy this time together, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out. I hope that y'all have an excellent night. Thanks, y'all. Oh, thank you, boo. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Yes, I want to end it. Y'all have a good